All right, good morning, traders. Good morning, Alan, Centauri, Emma, Julie, Mai, Ricardo, T, and Lenny G. Thank you for being here. All right, traders, today is August 18th, 2023. Good morning. My SPY pivot today is 439.63. Above it, I'm a bull. Below it, I'm a bear. Indices are still in a downtrend. We're going to stay in that, we're going to play the downtrend until the downtrend breaks. All right. Caution on the short side today. We have 3 consecutive red candles to the downside. We could see a pause today. All right. Today is options expiration, and we are quite extended at this time. And there could be a whole lot of volatility today. Okay. FNGU still has more room to fall to get to support. Crude oil and the US dollar remain bullish. Gold and silver remain bearish. Natural gas is still trying to hold on to the midpoint. All right, let's go look at the market. All right, here's the SPY. Here's our downtrend channel. We fell out of the channel. Remember, I was explaining all of this whippy action would produce something just like this. Now, if we look at this this would be the waffle zone right through here. All right, as you look through the waffle zone and you measure what came up above the waffle zone and what's down below the waffle zone, we have hit our target on the waffle zone measured move. And we are back at a possible position for a neckline. It could come all the way down to 432 today sometime. We'll see what happens. All right, we're still in the downtrend. We play the downtrend till it's all over. So there's the SPY. Downtrend. We fell out of the channel. We were in a channel up here, right through there, and you can see what we've done right there. So you can see what happens on the north side of the channel happens on the south side of the channel. So let's take a look at some of the other markets. QQQ. All right, support 432 today, all the way down to 431.53. That's the next level. Below that, we're looking at 429.65. if they continue to let it drop. All right, so let's look at QQQ. QQQ doing the same thing after the whippy action coming down. Daily downtrend in the Qs. Everything bearish at this time. I would look for the QQQs to kind of set up the possible neckline for a head and shoulders pattern. We got a perfect left shoulder over here. We got impossible necks here and here. We'll see what happens, where they want to stop, pause it, and bounce it back up. This is QQQ, still in a downtrend. Let's take a look at FNGU. All right, so here's FNGU. We are poking through support here at 155. That was a target yesterday. We still could drop all the way down to this area right here. 137, actually, a little bit lower. No, I'm not going to leave that where it is. About 137 would be the next line of support. Plus, we have an uptrend line right here. So it's possible they could work their way down to this 137.60 area. Here's FNGU. Now, they have a head and shoulders pattern, which is already broken through the neckline and is working its way back down. That's FNGU, still has more room to drop. You guys know how this works on the market. All of these stocks are heavily weighted in the indices. They could easily, doesn't matter what the other 6,000 or 7,000 stocks are doing, this could tank the market even further no matter what the other 6,000 or 7,000 are doing. These 10 alone are so weighted that it could drag the market all the way down to here. So watch, and we'll play the trend until the trend breaks. So we're still bearish until the trend breaks. There's FNGU, diamonds. Diamond's fallen out, 3 bars down, right into a support line. Well, this is a trend line. I count them as support line. And we have here is minor support right here and minor support right there. So how low did we get yesterday? Well, we got right into the minor support. So we'll see if they want to respect the minor support, stab it a little deeper, and come all the way down to, I don't know, 340.69. That would be the next level, 340.69. We'll see what happens with the diamonds. And let's take a look at IWM. Here's IWM. All right, so IWM, perfect left shoulder, rolling over. Here's the head, setting the right neckline right now. So we'll see if they want to stop it anytime soon. As you can see, we are in a downtrend, 3 bars down, extended far away from the trend indicator. Does not mean we have to stop going down. We could continue to drop all the way down to major support down here at 180. So still a whole lot more room for IWM to drop. We'll see what happens with IWM. Again, we're in a downtrend. We play the trend until the trend fails on us. So there's IWM. Now let's take a look at SMH. Okay, here we are with SMH, 3 bars down, still trying to break through the bottom of this breakup candle right here. We'll see what they want to do. They're in a downtrend as well. Still some room to move to pull back to this uptrend line. Still well over the midpoint of their last move up. Nice move for the SMH. They've fallen out of the channel that was right here. Here's the uptrend channel. They fell out of that. But we have a bigger time frame channel right here. So they still have some room to fall before they get to this channel line right there. So still in an uptrend. It's just a daily pullback right now. Actually 2 hours. We don't have a higher low on the daily yet. So this SMH, and we'll see where they want to set the bottom for them. IYT. Okay, IYT still coming down. Still got more room to drop till it gets to the midpoint, and some minor support over here. So as you can see, we've broken through some of the major support levels here for IYT. Here's one right here. This valley, that would be a major support level. This valley, but notice these valleys, they're only like 6 candles on each side. You know, 3 on one, 3 on the other. That doesn't make them to be strong valleys. Now, if you have my market laws, you will recognize what I said. The strength of these pivots, these low pivots, is dependent on how many candles are on each side. So as you can see, here's IYT rolling back. How many candles are on each side? Very few, very few, very few again. So we could come all the way back to a level of 230, actually till right about there. 236. That's how far we could drop. Then we went all the way up. We could come all the way back. That's a possibility. So the market laws, this is the strength of these little pivots here. And that's why I say the more candles on each side of these little pivots is going to be the strength of those pivots. So you can see right here, here's 6 candles. We blew through that one. We blew through that one. Now we're attacking this one at the midpoint. Now this one has a peak here and a valley here. So I would expect this to probably be kissed, touched, or somehow caressed sometime today or later next week. We'll see what happens. We still have some more room on the downside for IYT. Let's go look at XLF. Here's our financials. Again, we didn't put in any consolidation. When you don't put in consolidation, you get these hard drops that you're seeing, like you're experiencing here in IYT. We went up, bounced off of minor support, and went up higher, came back, bounced off of minor support, went higher, came back, bounced off of minor support, went higher. Okay, so we didn't put any consolidation, and that's what happens when you don't put in the consolidation and you don't do the work that needs to be done. What goes up comes down. It's like throwing a rock up in the air. It goes up and then it reaches max velocity. It reaches zero velocity, and then it starts to roll over and starts to fall because there's nothing in there to hold it up. That's why consolidation is a very important thing when you're looking at the strength of a stock or what you want to play. You want to see that period of consolidation, then move up a level, and then some more consolidation, and then move up a level. So there we are with the IYT again. I'll go back to the XLF. So here we are with the XLF. Now we are on some minor support here. See these two peaks? You got a peak right here. You got a peak right here. So we are on minor support. I would expect XLF to find some sort of a base or bottom here, maybe even bear flag from this position right there. So XLF falling right into the minor support. We'll see how it reacts. It's been a long time since it's been here. I would expect some sort of reaction. So we'll see what happens with XLF. Again, FNGU is the one that moves the markets here, okay? Still got some room to drop in. So, we're down here at some major support. See this valley? That's major support. But notice we're poking through and we're gapping lower. It very well could find its way back to the midpoint, back to this 437 area, 137 area, 135. All right, let's go look at UUP. All right, here's the US dollar index. Again, this didn't put in any consolidation. So notice how fast it went up. Well, it could fall just as fast. So here's UUP, still on the rise. So strength in the dollar makes our goods and services less competitive in the global economy. So this is not good for our markets at this time. Now let's take a look at crude oil. That's USO. Crude oil cooling off. That's exactly what I want. I want to see a bull flag in the upper third for about 2 or 3 weeks. That's really what I want to see. A nice base put in right here. I don't need it to come back to the midpoint. Just stay in the upper third so it can remain bullish. That's what we want to see out of USO. Now, minor support is until we get all the way back here. So we'll see what happens for USO with the minor support. We had a little here and a little bit here, but notice how many candles are on each side of this minor support. Very few, so it's very easy to pull back through it. Let's take a look at UNG. Here's our nat gas. Nat gas trying to hold the midpoint here. That'd be the midpoint from this low right there. So if we drag this out to there, you can see here's nat gas pulling back to the midpoint, trying to hold the midpoint right here. Kind of in an uptrend channel. We'll see if they can make their way back up to the upper third, which would be about 750 area, UNG. Maybe just chewing time off the clock till they get over to this uptrend line, and then maybe some moving average could come up from underneath it, provide it some lift, get it going again. So there's UNG. Now look at gold and silver. Gold, nothing pretty about gold. Gold's in a downtrend. Silver's on support, bounced up a little bit. Of course, it's fallen back down. So silver's right on support right now. Okay, so we'll see what happens. So here's the uptrend line on the bigger picture for silver. Here's the support level for silver right there. Okay, you've got major support right there. A little bit of minor support would be a peak coming up, little minor support, major support, meeting each other right there. So, and you can see we're very close to a trend line bounce, and kind of got a premature bounce yesterday. We'll see what happens today. So watch silver for the next move higher, or if it's going to break this trend line. All right, traders, that's it. We're in a downtrend until that trend is broken. All right, any questions? All right, I'll see everybody in about 45 minutes then. All right.